Hi, welcome to Todd's Tips. I'm Todd Barsness, a full-time voiceover talent, and Todd's Tips is a feature of VO Marketing Pro. Now, if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to voiceover, just visit our Facebook page, website, or contact us via email. The links are located here.
Hi, and welcome into the studio. It is time for our Todd's Tip video. That's Todd Barsness. I'm Hudson Barsness, his son. We're both full-time voiceover artists. I've been doing it for 4 years now. Dad is in his 15th year. The last 9 years, $100,000 plus in voiceover alone. The last 8 years, $200,000 plus. Or is it 9 now? Is this your...
Nope.
Still 8?
8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 9 years over 100,000.
So 8 years over $200,000 alone in voiceover, and 4 years, the last 4 years, he's had over $300,000 alone. We do that because we're behind microphones, cameras, and we like to be transparent with the advice that we give out, and we think that numbers behind that for income is important. So anyway, Todd and Hudson back with another Todd's Tips. If you're new to this channel, we have been doing these videos for a while now. You can check them out on the VO Marketing Pro channel. We also do in-depth, deep dive numbers. Not really that, sorry. More of like a general numbers for our VO Marketing Pro group and Dad and my numbers. And then we do a deep dive numbers for our private Facebook group. If you're interested in hearing about that, you can check out some of our other videos that we've talked about it, or you can get a hold of us in the comments or get a hold of John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com with any questions. So we will jump into Todd's Tips.
So we give our numbers because we want to be transparent, but we also want to communicate that how I've built my business and the principles on which I built my business, the 7 building blocks of VO success, not only works for me, it's working for Hudson. His plan is to make $80,000 this year, to more than double what he had last year. And in our private Facebook group, there's at least 3 people that have
doubled
really,
their income this year.
Going great guns as well. So again, if you want to find out more about VOMP Plus, you can do that by shooting John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com and email. Okay, so we've been talking about my do's and don'ts for several years now. And here's another one. I don't overthink VO things. I don't overthink VO things. And this is regarding building block number 2, which is mindsets, the very important block number 2 of my 7 building blocks to VO success, mindsets. It affects everything, not overthinking things. So what am I talking about not overthinking? Well, basically everything. I'll give you some examples. Projects, for instance, jobs. I find out as best as I can what the specs are for that particular job, length, read style, perhaps usage, different things like that, maybe some other descriptions that they want, and I just do it. If it's short, I do a couple 3 takes, maybe anything from 30 seconds to 2 or 3 minutes. I do a couple takes so they have something to choose from, and I send it out because, for one thing, how I've built my business is I'm busy a lot, especially the last few years. And so I can't sit there and overanalyze things. When I first started, I did a lot. I did a lot of overthinking when it came to doing projects. And as I've gotten busier and better, I just don't do that overthinking. But that lack of overthinking has really helped me. A second would be auditions. I read the specs, I try my best, I record, and I upload, and I don't think about them again. Equipment. Once I had a quiet space and pro equipment and was being paid regularly, nothing more needed to be done. I haven't changed anything in over 10 years. You can change whatever you want. Do whatever you want. All of these things are just principles. I'm just giving you examples of why I've become successful year after year after year. It's because I don't overthink things. And one of the things I don't fiddle with is I don't fiddle with my sound. Once I got something people were paying for me to, paying me regularly for, I just kept it. There's no reason to update it. It's a pro sound. So nothing more needed to be done space-wise or sound-wise. Direct email marketing templates. I've been doing this since 2012. Last year, I made $213,000 in direct email marketing income alone. I come up with a core idea. What do I want to present to the possible clients or updates? Decide whether to include a link or two, make sure it's short, sweet, and hard to beat, and I send it out. And I don't do any data collecting other than responding to my warm replies and doing the jobs that come in. That's all the data collecting I do. Also, things like coaching. I don't overthink coaching. Is there something I'm 100% sure I can't figure out myself? I'm 100% sure I can't figure it out myself. That's rare. It's been very rare for me. What do? I try to get the help that I need. You've done the same thing. What to do when you're slow? Don't overthink it. Get a simple plan that works and then work that plan relentlessly, especially when you're slow. Don't go to flailing. Work that plan. Don't overthink it. If you've been paid before and you've had good weeks or months or years, go back to that plan. Rates. How can I make the most money each day, week, month, and year? I don't even think about industry standards. I just don't even think about that. I say, how can I fill up my day so that I can make money because I'm in business, and business exists to make money. And so I don't overthink rates. Now I could go on and on, but you get the picture. Most of us as creatives tend to overanalyze everything. That overanalysis leads to paralysis. You've heard that before. Our minds end up working overtime, especially when we aren't busy. And this can both drive us crazy and cause us to kill our businesses. My mantra is keep it simple, stupid. I just am not that smart. I've got to keep things simple. And that's why I've been successful. And this practice of not overthinking things has been a big part of making common sense business decisions over the years, working like a dog as I relentlessly plod, and then I make tweaks and additions and subtractions to my simple business plan that works, and I just keep going. And so I don't overthink VO things. If you don't know what that means, maybe that's the time to get together with somebody you trust, somebody you know is successful, and say, where do you think I'm overthinking this? Real quickly. Hudson and I talked about him getting on voices.com. There's a whole bunch of things you could think about. There's a ton of information about there. Everything from, in perpetuity, how they're, the dregs of pay-to-plays, voices.com, all of these different things. And you and I just talked about, well, is you getting on voices.com going to be something you can handle time-wise? Yes. Okay, great. It's not going to take away from other things because you have a simple business plan that works and it's working well. So just keep doing it. Well, now you're adding that as an arsenal, a weapon, a income stream, a possibility. So you get to do more auditions. Well, so you didn't overthink it.
And I don't care about necessarily, and this is blasphemy in voiceover world, like you said, I don't really care about the rates. If it's a voice match, I just got on there the other day. It's my first week on voices.com. But I look at it as a way of like, okay, Voice 123, Fiverr, Upwork, direct email marketing. It just gives me a chance that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't on those platforms. It gives me more chances. And so that's how I look at it. Does that give me more chances to make money? I don't care. If I wasn't on this platform, I wouldn't have that chance. So I don't care about, are they stiffing me? Are they doing all sorts of things behind I don't really care. Not really. So that's how I look at it. That's just what I was.
When you think of it as a fishing analogy and you have a pole so you can go fishing, that one of those poles is voices.com. Another one is Voice 123. Another one is direct email marketing. And then you try to put that pole in as many places as possible. That is auditions.
Correct.
And all sorts of other things, emails and proposals on Upwork. The other thing is, real quickly, is I know that there's a Black Friday sale coming up. You didn't even wait for that. Should you have? I don't think you're being frivolous. I think what you're doing is you're saying, I'm going to get on it. I'm just going to get on it. Because if I wait for Black Friday, then guess what? I'm going to be missing opportunities. I might be able to do 50 auditions or more.
Yeah, and I can afford. I've put myself in a good position that I can afford that.
Yeah,
to be able to do that. Should I, like you said, should I have waited? Of course, anybody likes to get a deal, but I just decided, you know what? I was going to wait till the start of next year, of the new year, and I just thought, I'm having a slow week to start the week. I'll just get on there and maybe I'll get a couple auditions that I can try for and start working my way up.
I know this is a different way of thinking. I know it's a different way of doing business. And so you just have to think these things through and say, does what these guys are saying make sense? And if we don't make sense, or you don't think that that's the direction you want to go,
That's fine.
That's perfectly fine. We're just giving you business principles and how they flesh out in our day-to-day operations with my do's and don'ts.
Well, and you have to do something with the numbers that we post.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you talk about your numbers, my numbers, growing, stuff like that, they have to do something with that.
Yep.
So whether they like it or not, it works. So anyway, thanks for joining us. We're going to go on over and do our VO Marketing Pro numbers for the group that we send out emails for, Dad's voiceover alone numbers, and my voiceover numbers for this week. Hope to see you over there. Hope you had a good week. Thanks for joining us. Take care.
Thanks a lot for joining me for Todd's Tips. And if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to VO, the links are listed here.